Childhood obesity has more than tripled since 1980. In 2008, 1 in 3 children and adolescents were classified as overweight. We received recent information from WebMD that over 63.1% of American adults are overweight. Over 95% of these adults do not complete their amount of daily recommended exercise. We are Move, minimizing obesity virtually everywhere.
As a nonprofit, we propose a plan to this problem by directly minimizing childhood obesity at its roots. By utilizing groundbreaking technology, we seek to create an online social community with an achievement system to monitor a child's activity levels.
Our model is advantageous due to the dichotomy that we have created between an online social community and a physical product. Our physical product would be a wristband that kids wear that monitor their activity that they complete during a day. It would come in a variety of colors. It would be waterproof and shockproof due to a urethane cover that it can include, and also its power could come from a variety of sources, including kinetic charging, solar charging, etc. This wristband that collects their amount of activity that they complete during the day would then wirelessly connect to our online social community. Kids could create an online profile, and the device would gather the activity that they do and transfer that to points that they can then use for an achievement reward system online. This could also be monitored by teachers, coaches, or parents to help the kids stay as active as possible.
We're separate from existing competition such as Nike Fit, and that we target a younger target market such as young children and teens, and we also offer a unique achievement system, as we stated, to our users. Our primary target market is consisted of coaches, health classes, and other fitness-oriented groups that involve children from the ages of 9 to 14 years of age, and we will solely rely on our trusted partners and investors to help us achieve our vision.
A larger source of initial financing would be through grants, through organizations such as the ADA or other large research institutions such as Georgia Tech and MIT. We would also create partnerships with large global businesses such as AT&T, Google, and Apple, because these have existing products, and as they have app stores to make our product much more accessible. And we would also try to implement fitness programs at high schools and create partnerships with high schools, and that would also serve as some initial financing. We would also try to do pre-orders like those to video games, and that would also help with some initial financing.
We are Move, minimizing obesity virtually everywhere.
Thanks, guys. A couple questions for you. First of all, this is a crowded space, and so Virgin Health Miles does this as well as you mentioned Nike, and I know, I would like to understand a little bit more of how you're going to differentiate yourself. And then secondly, the price point for Nike Fit is about $150 and they can't keep them in stock. So if you're going to a demographic that you're going to, it's a pretty expensive price point. So how would you address those two issues?
Absolutely, I'd love to answer both of your questions. To begin, in terms of our marketability and affordability of our product, the technology that's available right now is actually rather inexpensive, and it is wanted. Also, with the target market of younger kids, we're hitting a target market that hasn't been addressed. For example, kids love to play, let's say, Xbox or their games online, and what we would do is create an online achievement system to allow them to continue to stay within that entertainment that they know, while wanting to stay active. But in terms of our competition, nobody has hit these younger crowds, and especially with subsidies from our partners, or the fact that we're developing this technology ourselves, and the fact that we're a nonprofit, we're not looking for revenue, we're looking just to stay active to be able to help the problem of obesity. So that's what sets us apart.
Thank you. You provided a great overview of your marketing approach. Can you also share your distribution channel?
Oh, I apologize.
To
I thought you were saying we did that well.
No, you did extremely well in terms of sharing your online marketing strategy and just your overall marketing approach. Can you also share more details on your distribution channel?
We would contact the schools, like school districts, coaches, etc. You know, like I said, fitness classes. We would personally give them a call or send them a newsletter about our service and our product, and we would connect that way and see if they were interested in conducting business with us through giving us a call or sending back the newsletter.
The avenue that we can reach are virtually endless. For example, even places that we would never expect, like McDonald's, who serve fast food, they're trying to have a more healthy approach to their food. So let's say that we approach them and we said, look, we have something that could attract more customers to you, since this is trying to keep them healthier, and using them as a vendor partner or something like that could try to allow us to get to have as large of a distribution as possible.
I'm going to go outside the box a little. What was the hardest part of coming up with this concept? And the second part is, what was the hardest part of working together?
In terms of conceptualizing the product itself, it was hard to actually create the physical product. You know, right away we were already talking about the online community and how cool that would be for a kid to be able to, let's say, create an online profile and see how active they're being with, you know, long-term charting and stuff like that. But in terms of the product itself, it was very hard to you know, try to realize what we would want, whether it's a necklace, a bracelet, or something like that, and how to market that to kids as best as possible.
And communication-wise, like how we work together, we actually, in the beginning, we didn't really know each other. And teamwork can be difficult. So first we started off with brainstorming all sorts of causes. We got a list of ideas. We each had our own little cause that we wanted to go for, but in the end we did agree that this was a major cause that we all needed to like address.
And also during our brainstorming process, we kind of had like a really big broad idea, whereas, you know, we needed to narrow down our market and the accessibility of, you know, the website stuff. Like we had an idea of combining it with this new technology called augmented reality, and all these other things that they're doing research right now. So we really had to get a strain on focusing on the technology now. So, and like focusing on what market we want to target, so that we could expand later on once the new technologies and once we get our company established.
In addition, just to piggyback off of what Steven said, we didn't want something too broad where there's a lot of products that are already targeted to those purposes. We wanted something very like narrowly tailored to a specific group, and especially childhood obesity. There's a lot of people who are trying to target more middle-aged people to try to stop diabetes and the health problems that they're receiving at an older age, but we really want to focus on the kids because of what we see in our communities ourselves.
And we also wanted to focus on a local problem, because a lot of people try to focus on international problems, but there still are some problems in the United States, and we should also try to work on those as well.
Great. Any final questions from the judges?
Thank you.
Thank you.